The 12th biggest Greek diaspora in the world is located throughout Brazil, with numbers of about 50,000 people. The Greek communities here exist in several cities, such as São Paulo, Brasília, and Rio de Janeiro, and most of them were established before and after the World War II. Most of the immigrant communities in Brazil maintain a Greek Orthodox Church, where members come together and celebrate the most important civic and religious dates throughout the year. The St. Andrew Church in Rio de Janeiro has helped the community here to stay united, but at the moment the Greeks are passing through a hard period because almost all of the leaders of the community already passed away. The father of Antonios Cardenas was one of the founders of the Greek community in Rio de Janeiro in the mid-20th century.
A comunidade grega no Brasil, no Rio de Janeiro ela é pequena, tá? Então ela não teve uma certa união. Em São Paulo e Florianópolis, onde a comunidade é mais forte, onde tem mais gente, enfim, onde existe mais. Mas em Porto Alegre também a comunidade é forte, é pequena, mas é bastante unida. E aqui no Rio de Janeiro existem alguns blocos, então tem um grupo de amizade gregos, enfim, mas não são tão unidas não.
You see, when my father came, he came with Greece, because my father was Greek, and he brought with him all the culture, all the practice, and Greek people is very festivo. I don't know how you say in English. Make a lot of parties. Everything there is is meaningful, and this we miss. This I miss because in Brazil everything is very heavy, you have to work. It's very hard, and all of a sudden in Greece there is this freedom. There is this lightness of life.
A vida é bem diferente. O Rio de Janeiro não tem nada a ver com a vida em Atenas. É bem diferente. A primeira coisa é os sabores, as cores, os cheiros, a cidade própria, o próprio país, né, que é diferente, muito diferente.
Elena Lazaro illustrates the new generation of Greek immigrants in Brazil. She came here in 2010 as a researcher of the European Union-Brazil relations. Today she studies the phenomenon of migration.
There's been a new wave of Greeks moving here since 2010, I would say mostly. And there is some popular opinion that likes to think that it's the crisis that drove everyone here because there were no jobs in Greece and Brazil is an emerging market, and that people really came here out of despair. But looking at the profile of young Greeks or Greeks who moved here in these years, they're mostly between 25 and 45, very highly educated and highly qualified. They're mostly engineers, business people, lots of people who create startups, they're involved in trades, professors. So I think what happened is that with the crisis, people, highly qualified Greeks, started trying to tease out opportunities globally, opportunities for work, but also for trade. And this led a lot of people to look at Brazil. Brazil has been growing, especially in 2010 when a lot of Greeks moved here. Brazil was growing tremendously, 7% per year. So Greeks came here and mostly to make the most they could of their degrees and of their expertise.
Não, acredito que sim. Acredito que os gregos têm muita coisa em comum com o Brasil porque adoram festas, entendeu? Então tudo é motivo de dança, de cantar, de pular, enfim. Um verdadeiro carnaval entre os povos.
People here do generally miss Greece, the Greeks, but comparing to most Greek expats and Greeks living elsewhere, I think the level of satisfaction with the quality of life is quite high. I mean, if you give a Greek good food, a caipirinha in the beach, usually it makes things okay.
Muitos gregos já retornaram para a Grécia. Tem muitos que vieram, se adaptaram. Isso da época do meu pai até aqui, teve muitos gregos que retornaram e tiveram gregos que se aposentaram aqui e retornaram. E muitos criaram famílias, enfim, criaram raízes e ficaram, entendeu?